Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Isotopes and the Chicago Cubs. The two men you see there go head-to-head. Coming up next. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Into the box now, Luis Aparicio. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
I mean, that is the epitome of just a beautiful bunt right there. Putting it in no man's land. No play to be made. Beats it out. Puts himself on the base paths, and now he's a stolen base threat.
So coming to the plate, Benito Santiago. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is in time. Navarez throws him out.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
The 3-0. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so it's a 1-out walk here in the top of the first.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now at the plate, Andrew Jones. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. From the stretch. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Coming to the plate now, Joe Morgan. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Santiago at second. Jones is over at first with 1 away. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
The 1-1. Smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Going back is the left fielder. Off the LED board and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's 4 for 13. He's taken him deep once. Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Bruce as he set down on strikes. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Joe Torre is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 4 home runs, 18 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hops this one up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now at the plate, George Brett. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. Indiana leads this one 3-0. Patrick Corbin will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery. This guy's a really good pitcher. There are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have him in their rotation. Not an overpowering fastball, but a good one. 89 to 93 miles an hour slider, without a doubt his best off-speed pitch. And if he's throwing strikes with that slider, look out, he can shut any team down.
And that brings in the Cobra, Dave Parker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first-inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, this club really needs Andrelton Simmons to turn it around. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Into the box, Larry Doby. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out, nobody on. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Stan Musial, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-1 to Stan the man. The 1-1 home. Chopped to third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shot towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Digging in now, Patrick Corbin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And that's taken for a called strike 2. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Into the box now, Louis Aparicio. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
One ball.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Senzel has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and up to bat next, one of the most prolific DHs to ever play, Edgar Martinez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Count now, a ball and a strike.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
I got 2-1 to count.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now here it comes. Bouncer up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now to the plate, Evan Longoria. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. First offering on its way. Slider laid off for a ball.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Here comes the 1-0. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0, here it is. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here now the 2-2. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 5 homers, 39 driven in. 0-1 count. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Jay Bruce. Probably throughout the course of his career, one of the strongest arms in right field, accurate and on the money. Also big-time left-handed power. This guy, you could pretty much pencil in 25, 30-plus bombs a year.
At the plate, Nick Senzel. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Senzel brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise. He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Standing in, Omar Narvaez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Batting done.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Set. Here's the 0-1, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Torrey is there, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Isotopes are out on top 3-1. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Benito Santiago.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
fouled away. The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the third inning.
At the plate now, Andrew Jones, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Swing and a miss by Andrew as he was shooting for the downs there. It's 0-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Joe Morgan comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 0-1 count and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
In now, Jay Bruce. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 9.
Digging in, Joe Torre. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch on its way.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bouncer to the left side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Isotopes are out in front 3-1. Leading off the inning, Dave Parker, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Aparicio gloves it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 14, Larry Doby.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Larry Doby 0 for 1 here in the early going. A bouncer up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Now at the plate, Stan Musial. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The pitch. 2-1. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Aparicio has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score holds, it's 3-1. Now batting, George Brett. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
The third baseman, George Brett.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Brett behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
So now to the plate, Dwight Evans. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Parker moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for at number 1. On to first, a double play. Now in the box, Patrick Corbin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. Now here it comes. Sinking liner toward left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Luis Aparicio is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is popped up. Martinez moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Edgar Martinez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Quick throw to first by Morgan, and that's the first down.
Third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria. First pitch on its way. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the pitch. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short, and that's through for a hit.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate, you know your average would dip below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
Into the box, Nick Senzel. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
They come into play at 317. 16 homers, 39 driven in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Benito Santiago. First delivery to him on the way. And that one right down Main Street. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Into the box now, Andrew Jones, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. Josh Rojas is off the bench now as he'll take over at second following the injury. So here's the cleanup hitter, Joe Morgan. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
The windup and the 0-1. Ripped down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Drilled to first, right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Quick throw to first by Morgan, and that's the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in, Dave Parker. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. This is in the air out to right field. Evans is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Up next to the Cubs, the center fielder.
Digging in once again, Larry Doby. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This is line to left, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He's set, and the pitch. Stan Musial is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Stepping up to the plate, Jay Bruce. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-0 the count. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Back up the middle. Simmons has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joe Torre.
Striding into the box, Joe Torre. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Hops this one up. In comes Parker. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Standing in now, George Brett. He swings and grounds it to short. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Edgar Martinez. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
2 balls and a strike to Edgar Martinez.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
At the plate, Evan Longoria. First delivery to him on the way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count in your favor. 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Hit hard up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul at strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Josh Rojas is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0 from the stretch. Two and 2 the count. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. They have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Fouled away. One and 2. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Cubs strand a couple. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Dwight Evans. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone. Here's Simmons at short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So stepping in, Patrick Corbin. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Grounded to the right. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock in the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
At the plate, Louis Aparicio. Hit back toward the mound. Reined in. Simmons, throw on to first, won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into... Tommy Pham is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Out in front of it, strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 7 driven in. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
Hey.
1-2 now. And that misses 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Ground ball right side. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. In now, Dave Parker. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. So now to the plate, Larry Doby, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0 count, here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Brett has it to Morgan at the bag. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So in now for Chicago, Stan Musial. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Looking at his career totals, Musial is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
I love everything about this guy's offensive game. The name of the game is to get on base and score runs, and this guy does it as good as anyone. Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
0-2 count, the pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Matt Shoemaker has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Chicago Cubs, number 34.
Digging in to try it again, Benito Santiago. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Nothing in 2, the count to Santiago. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Jones. He was a double play victim last time around. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Usual has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2. In now, Joe Morgan. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Scooped up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And here comes the first baseman, Edgar Martinez. And now pitch on the way.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Evan Longoria stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0.
Hey! Down 21.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
Joaquin Soria is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Into the box, Andrelton Simmons, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. Aparicio fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So coming to the plate, Josh Rojas. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bruce has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 15.
Stepping into the box, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air out to left. On the move is Bruce. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Amir Garrett comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
And batting in the 8th. Number 50, Amir Garrett.
Now at the plate, Jay Bruce. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Joe Torre comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. The 3-0 is taken, strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Doby is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The third baseman, number 5, George Brett.
Ready now, George Brett, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. A high fastball is in there. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Chicago Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Matt Shoemaker wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Patrick Corbin